to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm JC, contemporary fiction author and poet. I have a blog, an online magazine, an online store with writer merch. I post videos here on Mondays and Fridays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also have a Patreon if you would like to become a member, and a Ko-fi if you would like to tip me for any future creative endeavors. Today I'm going to be finally doing my 6-year Q&A, which is going to be very short because there weren't many questions for me posted under my community post tab celebrating my 6 years here on AuthorTubes. I don't know if it's that I'm just such an open book that no one ever has any questions for me because I kind of am very vulnerable, or if just no one wanted to ask me any questions. But I do have some questions, a couple of questions. The first one is from Kate Kavanaugh, and her question is, it's two questions. What would you like to see in the next 6 years of sharing on YouTube? And the second part of that question is, any big video concepts or milestones writing wise that you're hoping to hit? I don't know what I hope to see in the next 6 years of sharing on YouTube is I know I'm not picky necessarily about what's already on AuthorTubes. I would like to see maybe a little less negative videos. Like, I say this as someone who, when I see the titles of the videos, I do watch them, but sometimes it just feels like it's very clickbaity. And it got my attention, so it clearly works. But I just would like to see more positive. And I think for the vast majority it is, but there are those few videos that like to harp on the negative things or the negative blowback of an author or something like that, and I don't feel like that's necessary. It's entertaining, sure, but there are a lot of things that are entertaining that aren't exactly necessary. So I'd love to see more vlogs. I love vlogs, in case you can't tell. And while I do like the aesthetic vlogs, I would like to see more authentic vlogs, because some of don't get me wrong, I love the aesthetically pleasing vlogs. I watch them, I'm here for them, but they do often have me sometimes questioning my own ability to vlog, and I'm like, I can't do that shot. I can't make my vlog shots look like that. So sometimes they have me questioning myself and whether my videos are good enough. And I wish I could do some of the aesthetic things, but I'm not built like that. And I would like to see more authentic vlogs that don't harp on the aesthetic, because we try not to get into the I want to do that and the comparison mode, but we're human. It's easier said than done. And if we see the pretty things and we want to do the pretty things too, and then when we can't because we can't get it as aesthetically pleasing as so and so, it does cause a negative feeling towards oneself. Sometimes it shouldn't, I admit that, but shouldn't and actually doing so, two different things. I don't know if that's a good answer to that question, but I don't think there's anything else that I particularly want to see. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else for that. Any big video concepts or milestones writing wise that you're hoping to hit? I would love. Did you mean hoping to hit in the next 6 years, Kate? Because I would love to do a traveling vlog. I would love to travel. I would love to do a out of town writing retreat somewhere and vlog it and travel. And I know that's not terribly exciting. It's not a big deal, but it would be for me because I've never really been. I've never been on a writing retreat. I've never really been too many places outside of Maryland, sadly. But if it could be in another country, bonus points. That would be also great. I also would love to, within the next 6 years, reach publishing book number 10. And I don't mean 10 books total. I mean 10 novels. And I'm only at 3 right now. So I got a lot of writing to do. So I would love to do that. I would love to hop into the query trenches and get an agent and video that process. So a couple of things. So my next set of questions is from Esther. Esther said, what pleasantly surprised you throughout the years of making YouTube videos? What are the drawbacks? I think what pleasantly surprised me is how much I would come to love making videos. When I started AuthorTube, it was really just another way to put my name out there. To be real honest, I was coming out a huge bout of depression, a huge thing of writer's block. I was just starting to get into the AuthorTube community in chats and things, and I was just beginning to write again. And I wanted something that was going to hold me accountable for myself. I wanted to video the journey of, I think at the time I wanted to get the rights back to the book that I had published, which was The Diary Succession of Lies. That it was published with a vanity type press, and they didn't really, it wasn't what I thought it would be, and I wanted the rights back. And so I wanted that process documented, but also the next book that I wanted to write. And I wanted something to just, I knew if I had to video myself writing, I wasn't gonna just like phone it in. I was gonna actually do the thing, and it was gonna make me actually sit down and do the thing. And that's kind of what I wanted. But I was pleasantly surprised because I am not good at being on camera, or at least I never thought I was, not before AuthorTube. And I'm not good at public speaking. I fumble my words a lot when I get really nervous, which is usually all the time, if I know that people are looking at me or are going to look at me. And so making videos it started off very nerve-wracking, but I have come to really love it, and it has come to really be the ultimate accountability holder for me. Because while I know there are some people who, when they vlog B-roll or whatever of them typing, they're not really actually typing, and they've said that. So I'm not busting any, I'm not telling any trade secrets or anything. They've, the ones I've watched, they've acknowledged that when they're doing the typing for the B-roll, it's not really them typing, which is fine. This is no shade to any of that. It's just that I know for me, if I'm going to be filming me typing, it's going to be me actually typing. And because I wanted the B-roll for the footage, because that's what you do when you vlog, is the B-roll. I needed it to be real, so obviously that means I need to type and I need to write, and it kind of really got me back into, and it gave me a routine also. It also allowed me to video different experiments and different things, so I could find a different routine that might work better for me. It just opened up so much, and it most importantly, I think it allowed me to step out of my comfort zone and out of my box, because I like the same. I don't like change. I like things to stay the same, and I like to know what's going to happen when it's going to happen. I'm very structured in that way, and it's not always the best thing. Sometimes it's really great, but it's not always the best thing. And exhibit A, because had I stayed routine and regimented and focused on not changing, I would have never found this community. I would have never gotten more deeply involved in this community and found wonderful writing friends, and they're amazing. That's also the pleasant surprise that came out of this, is I found some real genuine friendships in this community, and I love them so much, and I wouldn't have found them if I hadn't started making videos and became more entrenched in this community. The drawbacks are, there are often times when only drawback I can see is the times when I get into feeling imposter syndrome or in comparison mode, and I watch videos of people traveling and doing things that I just am not in the position to do right now, and that that's not anyone's fault but my own. So it's not like I'm like begrudging them their happiness or their success or their ability to travel, but the drawbacks is sometimes it just makes me long for something that it's just not possible right now. I'm not saying it's not ever going to be possible for me to do, but it's not possible right now. And there are some videos that I just literally can't watch just because it sends me to some dark thought things, and I just don't watch them. And there's some videos from my favorite people who I'm just like, I can't watch that right now because that would not put me in a good place. But that's not, it's not anything against the AuthorTube community or anything like that, but that's a drawback for me, because there are some times where it'll remind me of what I've come far, but it'll also remind me of how far I still have to go before I'm in a place where I want to be in life or in my writing career in general. I don't know if that was a good answer, but the next question, Master, is there anything you think knowing before you learned it would is there anything you think that knowing before you learned it would have helped? I don't know. I can't think of anything at the moment, because I don't know if anything I think that knowing before I learned it would have helped. No. If I knew how to video edit before I started having to video edit and didn't have to learn on the fly, maybe that would have helped me get into vlogging sooner. That's the only thing I can think of at the moment. I may have to circle back to that. Life in general. Oh, she said life in general, writing specific or making videos specific. Okay. Oh, writing wise. Ooh. Nope, still can't think of anything. I wish I knew how to write better description, but that's all the time. In life in general, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I don't think there's anything that Yeah, no. What are the wins in the past 6 years that you were able to record in a vlog, and which ones you wished you had recorded? I was able to record the process, most of the process of publishing The Weight of Her, the process of republishing the diary, the process of going through. Actually, no, take that back. I was able to record some of the process of Weight of Her. What I wished I had, done better job of, because I tend to record vlogs just in general, my general week, and they don't necessarily focus on one project. Like some people's vlogs, you can cipher out which vlogs were for this project and which vlogs were for that project. And I kind of wished I had segmented my vlogging in that way, and said, this is a such and such vlog, or this is a such and such vlog, so that I could, categorize them in those separate ways. I didn't record as much of the writing process in The Weight of Her as I wish I would have liked. I recorded a lot more of the When Love Calls process. And obviously the diary, because that was written and done before I ever started making videos. But I can't go back and redo that process. Yeah, I think I just wish I had recorded more of the editing and revision process for Weight of Her. I didn't recover as much as, I didn't record as much as I could have, and I think a lot of that was because of the situation that happened in the process of me trying to revise and do Weight of Her. A lot of life things were happening at the same time. The fact that I even got that published at all is kind of really a miracle. I also wish I had recorded more of the process of publishing my poetry books, and the step-by-step process that entails. So, yeah, maybe that. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, those are my questions. Those are the questions that were posed to me. I thought this was going to be a shorter video than it turned out to be. But those are the questions that were posed to me. And if y'all have any more questions for any future Q&As that I might do, leave them in the comments or message me on social media somewhere. But other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays and Fridays, and I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member on my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. And until next time, take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye.